It's a lot of people out here, man, who hurting, who got a lot of pain, and who want to make the transition, right? But still, that thing that still got a hold on them, that pain, that situation, that addiction, that you just can't let go, that it got a hold on them. And a lot of us trying to break free. A lot of us want to go to the next level and experience, a better life, but not quite for sure how to get there. And I'm gonna tell you that I've been there, and one of the mistakes that I made, I was trying to do everything on my own and trying to do that individualism, and that's what the devil wants you at, to get you isolated. So it's just like I could pick you off by yourself. And on today's episode, we're gonna show y'all how to break free from that. It's your boy Chief Kick at MZT Motivation, man. We got another good one for y'all, man. I just finna jump right into it, man. I ain't finna be playing with y'all. Finna jump right into it. I know y'all got stuff to do today. I want y'all to turn to 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, I start from verse 7 and 8. Especially because of the extraordinary revelations, therefore, so that I would not exalt myself, a thorn in my flesh was given to me, a messenger of Satan to torment me, so that I would not exalt myself. Concerning this, I pleaded with the Lord 3 times that it will leave me. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient in you, for my power is perfect in weakness. Now, Paul, this was Paul, right? Paul was going through some things, right? And Paul first started off, he was a Pharisee, he was, real religious. And Paul used to kill Christians. So he was going around, he believed in the old. He was like, man, I don't know what y'all want. And he was eradicating, he was killing Christians, right? But when Yeshua ascended, he came and he chose Paul to be one of his apostles. And Paul did a lot of good and a lot of work in the New Testament, because he understood God's law so well. He was perfect for that position, because now he understands the law, but he also, Yeshua was teaching him the grace and God's mercy and God's forgiveness. And so as Paul became a powerful apostle, he was being tormented. Paul was in a lot of pain. He was being tormented by a demon. And it says that in verse 7, especially because of the extraordinary revelations. Therefore, so that I would not exalt myself, a thorn in the flesh was given to me. A messenger of Satan tormented me, so that I would not exalt myself. And God had a purpose for Paul pain. And that purpose was so that Paul wouldn't exalt himself. It was to keep him humble, right? Because sometimes when God bless us with the blessings, we'll take it and we'll declare our independence. You was praying for that man, God done bless you with the man. Now you ain't even coming. Now you don't even hear from you no more. You was praying you prayed now as God for the house, the kids, the spouse, the money. God done bless you with all. God bless you with all that stuff, and you left. You declared your independence. So sometimes God will do things to keep us humble, right? And in this situation, that demon, it was attached to Paul and it was hurting him. Paul was in pain, because it was tormenting him. And most of the times when demons attack you, first thing they gonna hit is your mind, right? Because they know this is the battlefield. If I can get you here, I got you. You know what they say, if you could trick them, you can beat them. So the first thing I want y'all to do, which brings me to my first point. First point is you got to bring your pain to God. right? A lot of times, we bring certain things to him, but we don't bring all of it to him. So like when you bring your pain to God, now you ask for help and you not trying to do it by yourself, right? My second, I want y'all to go to Jonah. Second strip, I want y'all to go to Jonah chapter 2, verses 1 and 2. Jonah was running from God, right? Like a lot of us do. God had called Jonah to be a prophet. And Jonah didn't want it. He didn't want to do it. Jonah wanted to do him. He wanted to continue to drink and do him. So Jonah was he was going somewhere else. God told him to go to Nineveh. And y'all read the whole book of Jonah. It's a real short book, right? But Jonah didn't want to. He was like, because he couldn't see it. Like, so Jonah, he didn't want to. His purpose, he didn't want nothing to do with it. And so he was running. He was with the wrong crowd, and so the Jonah boat was about to go over. So they was in the prairies. They was on the sea, and there was a real bad storm, right? So then they had cast lots. They were trying to figure out what was going wrong. So they cast lots, found out that, and Jonah confessed it. They found out that it was Jonah. Jonah said, yeah, I didn't do what the Lord told me to do. The reason why this happened to y'all, because I'm on here. So they threw Jonah off the ship. And when they threw him off the ship, a fish swallowed him up. Right? Bam. So now Jonah was in the belly of this fish, this whale, for 3 days, right? And let's just say, right, that let's make it practical. Jonah was in prison for 3 days. He was in a dark place. It was like hell, right? For 3 days. I'm finna go to Jonah chapter 2, verse 1 and 2. Jonah prayed to the Lord his God from the belly of the fish. I called to the Lord in my distress, and he answered me. I cried out for help from deep inside Sheol. You heard my voice. So Sheol, Sheol, is a Hebrew word for hell, right? Hell is a dark place, right? It's a place for punishment, kind of almost like prison. Prison is a form of hell. So Jonah was in Jonah was in prison. He was in a dark place, and you saw what Jonah did. He cried out for help, and that's what you have to do. My second point, you have to cry out to the Lord. You got to cry out for help, because when your pain is just so much for you to bear, your pain is just so overwhelming, you got to bring the Father in it. And a lot of times we try to pick and choose what areas we want God to help us in. I don't care where you at in your life. Be you. Be the version of you, but be real. You know what I'm saying? If you, whatever you went to, if you still, because we ain't religious, you know what I'm saying? But we all get to a point where we like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm ready to, I've been dealing with this, dealing with the wrong people, dealing with the wrong crowd, and it ain't getting me nowhere. And when I was young, I thought it was cool. I thought it was fun, but now, jail time coming with a lot of this stuff, broken relationships, broken homes, broken families, and it just ain't worth it. So when we get into them dark situations, when our decisions and our choices lead us down that dark path, we got to call to Daddy. Look, Daddy, I need some help. Got to cry out to him. Daddy, come get me. Hey, if you ever been locked up before, and they tell you got one phone call, you finna call mama or somebody. Mama, come get me. That's what you better do. You better call out to your daddy. Daddy, come get me. And I'm gonna try to go back and read the whole book of Jonah. Jonah actually, when he went to Nineveh, the people actually received his message, and they repented and turned from you, and they repented and they went back to God. So that's what I want y'all to do, man. I want y'all to ask for help, and I want y'all to cry out to the Lord, man. It's your boy Chief Kick at MZT Motivation, man. Hope y'all liked and enjoyed this video, man. I need y'all to like, subscribe, comment, man. Share this with a friend, a family member, man. And let's go to the next level, man. Let's go to the top, man. Remember, small steps, great distances. See y'all at the top. MZT Motivation.